Yo! Welcome, everybody, to Blitz Winter Masters for the NA server. Hope that y'all are excited. I am pretty excited. I hope that you excuse me. I am in the middle of pulling up a couple things right now just to prepare. I thought I had more time than I did, but I was actually wrong about that. Just pulling up the tournament sheet here so that y'all can see the brackets and whatnot, if this is correct. No, it's not. Okay. I don't see Blitz Winter Masters, at least the qualifiers, in here at all. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, never mind. Here we are. Here we are. So we are watching group number 1 today, Origin, playing against TSP, GDP, and Ultim. This is going to be our group for the day. And there seem to be, how many teams actually signed up? 53 teams. Y'all, we have an increase from last season, so that's pretty exciting. Super exciting here. And today, yeah, again, we will be following the Origin team. They will start off with their game against Ultim. That will be at 9 Eastern. There should be about a 3 or 4 minute delay on the stream, depending if you are on YouTube or Twitch. But 9 Eastern, so that should be in about 8 minutes. The games will start. We should get our invites in a few minutes here. I'm seeing if I pull up the website. It's honestly probably not that much more useful than actually showing this, but here we are. I will be completely honest with y'all. I didn't do the most research before starting this stream. I'm pretty sure that the top 2 teams from qualifiers will go to the next day, but I'm not 100% on that, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it's top 2. It's usually top 2. But this is what our bracket is going to look like. Let me move my camera over to the other side, and then you guys can see what's going on here. So on the top, we can see Origin will be playing against ULTIM Ultim, is what I will be referring to them as. And then on the other side, GDP and TSP. We can look at each of those teams in just a moment here. We'll move my camera back on over, and then swap. Here we go. So looking at the 4 teams, of course, I don't need to introduce Origin. They are your second place from last season. Very strong clan, of course, led by Tanner. They've picked up a couple new people this season, but for the most part, this is the same team. I believe they may have added Mako and A3. But other than that, same team with a few name changes. And again, they will be playing against Ultim, who, this is my first time seeing them. I hope that they actually show up today. This will be interesting, if they show up or not. But we'll see how that goes, I suppose. And those are those 2 teams. And then if we go to check out TSP, thanks to the follow/subscriptions, everybody, by the way. I have those muted for now just because, you know, it's a competitive stream, and that would be very disruptive to the gameplay, but I do appreciate everyone who is dropping a follow and a sub on YouTube, so y'all are great. I appreciate you all. Here's your TSP team. Not terrible. They've got some solid players on their team, but led by a 46% player, 52 average. They will be playing against GDP, who is a solid team themselves, likely here to end up in the finals against Origin for this first day. They're led by Emma Diaz, and yes, a solid team of players. I'm not sure if they've played in particular under a former name. Maybe if we look at tournament history for this player. No, they've been playing under GDP for a bit. Okay, at least this player has. Don't know about everybody. Just click on a few randoms. Yeah, it looks like GDP. This is the team. Maybe they just haven't played a tournament in a while. But that is going to be the group that we are watching today. See if I can find anything else here about the tournament. Oh, okay, here. Let me really quickly. I probably got the room invite, actually. Not quite. No room invite. Hopefully it comes soon. I should be getting one. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and join it and then exit. Just because we don't want to be showing the tanks until we are ready to do so. But taking a look at the actual teams that we have for this season, I'm again going to move my camera up and away. But we have 53 teams, which is more than the 40 average that we were getting for last season, which is pretty good. I'll start off at the bottom of here, of course, and you've got your sub 50% teams, but we keep going down and we keep going down, and we're going to start to see a lot of stronger teams here. We've got a few returning, but a lot of new teams as well, which is pretty cool. Most notable teams that are being added here that did not play last season, Moonmen. They are a team that has been playing for a while, but they've taken a bit of a hiatus, but they are back, and they are looking pretty solid this season. 404 returning, Poker returning, Vaughn returning. 4L, this is the former purple/hated team. The purple team did disband. They are no longer competing, but they're playing under the 4L tag now. And CPG is the most notable new team here. Of course, I think Zero, I'm not sure if they were new, if they competed last season. They're on and off, but CPG, this is an old clan from a couple years ago that got revived, which is pretty interesting to see. But they are back. Oh my goodness, Austin, you goober. Okay, anyway, so those are your teams for this season. And of course, Origin actually has the strongest win rate of anybody, which I'm surprised to see, 70%. Very solid average win rate for them. Joker right behind, of course, your defending champions. And then third place, Ponda. And then actually the most notable team that disbanded is Leverage. Leverage is no longer playing. They have split up a bit and they are no longer actually competing, which is an interesting thought, but it is the case. I know Ranger moved to KK Clan, and I know that Lightronics moved to Joker, but I'm not sure about everybody else. But that is how things are going right now. Take a look at how things are going here. I'm going to start setting up the comp teams. On one side we have Origin, and on the other will be Ultim. Okay, hopefully that's good. Sorry if y'all heard that Windows sound. Should be good now though. Welcome everyone in the YouTube chat. Welcome. Good to have you. Hey, Kaze, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. Very kind of you. So I have everything muted, so it's oh, we also have a sub from Grim. Grim, thank you for the sub. Do this before it starts. Thank you, Grim. Appreciated. So Grim with the resub, 22 months in a row. You're crazy. Sub on Twitch, and then Kaze with 100 bits. Appreciate y'all. Sorry, I do have them muted, of course, because tournament stream, but I hope that y'all understand. Anyway, we should be good to join the room now, and we can get to our training room overlay. Oh, I forgot to update the icons here. Ultim may not actually field a team today. It looks like they've only got 3 players in. Origin has their full team. They may even have some, yeah, they've got 2 specs. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, of course, in the room. 2 specs, and then Seer in the middle. So they've got all 10 of their players online and ready to go for day 1 of Blitz Masters NA. So pretty exciting. Unfortunately, it looks like Ultim, not quite the case for them, but you know, they've got about a minute or so, minute and a half to join the room. Okay, looks like my timer is working fine. Our first map here is going to be Normandy, if it is played in fact. Origin with South Spawn, Ultimate with North. And yes, while that is going on, I was really quickly doing a little bit of work on making logos for the teams that I didn't have logos from, just kind of looking them up online, which is pretty funny, but it is what it is. Let's make them this color. Let's see. Okay. Alright, yeah, 20 seconds. Doesn't look like Ultim is going to be fielding a team, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. That is how it goes. Day 1. You know, of course, this is just weeding out all of the weak teams. That's just kind of how these go. So we'll queue up, but this game did not even play. This game is going to cancel. Yeah, it looks like there is 2-minute timer in between. Ooh, Ultim did pull a 4th player last second. Let's see if they can get a 5th. That would be exciting. Will it happen? Unlikely, but it's possible, I suppose. You know, never say never. But, yeah, it's looking a little bit grim for them, unfortunately. Exclamation spoilers. I think exclamation... Oh yeah, that does work. Okay, that works well. Thank you, Draconic. And yeah, thank you to Draconic for being in the chat here and moderating for me. Very goated. Oh, we have a prediction as well. Very nice. I think the outcome of this might be obvious, unfortunately. Oh, what? It's okay. It is what it is. This happened on the EU server as well. I was watching a couple of the EU streams. That's just how it is. N13 went to Joker. okay, you guys. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, we good. Okay. We're good now. I am so sorry, everybody. My power went out. My entire power went out, guys. I literally lost power. I am so annoyed. We're having a pretty bad ice storm right now, and I'm very annoyed. I was really hoping it wouldn't happen, but it did. And also now, apparently my mic and desktop audio drivers were not working. So that's super weird. I really don't know why, but I literally just had to restart the drivers and we're good. Okay, yeah, literally, okay, so I lost power. But anyway, I don't know what y'all saw and what you missed, but Origin beat Ultim 2-0. The second game, Ultim actually did ready up. I don't know, that's probably around when my stream cut off, but Ultim did ready up. They fielded 5. It was not a very close game. It was extremely fast, of course. You know, the number 2 team in the entire server versus 5 players, you know. It went about as you would expect. Yeah, I was also just looking at the other groups. So Ponda and Terra have won theirs. Poker and Skill will play each other. COD and MM. I don't see any surprises. 60. I mean, these teams, they're all relatively even in terms of strength. This is a pretty middle of the run group. Joker BGN, no surprises. These teams, no surprises here. Looks like a Kage VB still playing. HTP lose. Okay, no surprises here either. I've actually never heard of Warpex before. Oh, interesting. I don't know who these players are. I mean, I know who they are, but I don't know where they're coming from. Yeah, sorry no mic, y'all. It took me... Ugh, sorry guys. Every single season, something goes wrong from the technical side. I thought I had everything figured out. Turns out that my power goes out, and there's nothing I can do about that. Ugh, but it's whatever. We're hanging in there. Tournament's going fine. Just me, no voice. Like delay. Let's do exclamation mark delay. My voice now, perfect. Okay, we're good. We're good. Well, let's see when this next match is, and maybe we get in some mad games or something. I don't know. When is the match? Maybe on chart, right? We don't know because the other 2 teams are still playing. Oh wait, no, never mind. 9:31. So GDP beats TSP. Just looking at 34 meth, we're not hearing anything, but I could hear the music. That was bugged. Yeah, we're good. We're good. It wasn't y'all. It was me. More specifically, when my PC lost power, there was an issue with the desktop sound and the mic sound. I had to restart the drivers. I use a thing called Voice Meter that handles the desktop and the mic. And that was malfunctioning, so I just had to restart it. We're good. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So we have about 10 minutes. I can play a game. I thought that these were going to be like rapid fire. But I suppose for NA, they're just going to be in half-hour increments. I'm going to play the new light tank, guys. I like this tank. It's fun. I put it's called Province, I think, camo on it. I think it looks pretty good. I really wish Wargaming would add more realistic camos for the battle passes, but it is what it is. Also, my music's probably really loud, isn't it? Here. Yeah, best of 3. It's qualifiers day 1, you know. Half of these teams are like sub 50/mid 50. That's just how it is for day 1 of qualifiers. Day 2, I don't know. I would hope it's more competitive. I think on EU it was best of 5s, but I don't really know. Can't wait to fight Epics. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. So that guy is spotting me. I do like this mechanic a lot. This mechanic is really strong. It's like an instant sixth sense if you are spotting the player. Good. Get some nice damage into that player. Good. Music loud. Yes. My entire software reset. It's really annoying. My teammate really gun blocked me there. That's okay. My teammates are here. I'm gonna go for this girl. Screw it. Made a miss. Yeah, my teammates are not really helping. Yeah, and I missed. Now rip me. Are my teammates coming in to help? This TVP should be clipping now that I think about it. Give him a ram because he no longer has ramming rig. Beautiful. So my team actually didn't do too badly. Now that he's got that on him, this should be nice. Easy. Very good. Hey Riata, what's up Riata? Yeah, sorry y'all, there is a 3-minute delay, just so y'all know. If you haven't watched a tournament stream before. Then yes, there's a 3-minute delay just to prevent cheating. You know, for a team to watch the stream and see what the enemy is doing. Then again, if someone's sitting still for 3 minutes, I guess they can get sniped, but realistically, they should not be sitting still for 3 minutes. So, you know, if you're sitting still for 3 minutes, that's on you. The entire tournament streaming organization, as well as Wargaming, have agreed 3 minutes is good for delay. So that is what we will do, just to balance between, like, results showing up in real time, as opposed to, like, waiting 20 minutes to see the results. Or seeing the results in game and then waiting 20 minutes to see how the game played out. Audio pretty good now? Awesome. Yeah, I apologize. We should be back to normal now. If there's any other setting that's not, like, set to normal, then I really don't know what to do. Music is good, good. Oh no, my music, I'm flickering again. Oh god. Oh god. The lights flickered. They flickered earlier when the power went off, and they're flickering again now. Oh boy. I'm spotted. IS-7 got deleted. I'm just gonna... There we go. Take out the guy from behind. Good. Nice. We really helped clean that area out. Very good. I've got my invis back in a couple seconds here. EU is best of 5 on day team with only top 1 team. Okay. Well, we're not going to have 3 days, Kaze. We only have 2 days. So, exactly how it'll work, not 100%, but you have to do well on day 2 to make it in. I know shooting that guy does damage. was it last night? Guys, I might as well. I will have to check NA though. Maybe we can take a look at the rules together. I'm not going to start another game because I should have the room invite in just about a minute now. But let's take a look at the rules together. If they're in here, hopefully. From each qualification, 8 teams will advance. So that's the qualifications. Let's see. First stage, top 1 advance. Oh, only 1 team is actually advancing from this group. Okay. So only 1 team can make it to the next day. That's exciting. And then second stage is going to be top 2. So today is only 1 team. Tomorrow will be 2 teams. That's actually kind of tough. Today's pretty competitive then. This is actually pretty big. So that is huge. Very exciting. So today is going to be all best of 3s, and tomorrow will be all... Oh, no, never mind. Battle format, best of 3 for the first round, and best of 5. Okay, so I'm guessing from here on out it's all going to be best of 5s. Is that correct? Yes, best of 5 right here. GDP Origin. Nice. So GDP won their set. I think we already went over that, though. Good. Good. And I'm going to swap to a tank destroyer, because that is what we should run in order to prevent any messing around in terms of where tanks spawn. But there we are. We're gonna go to this scene right here, so y'all get to see my beautiful face instead. But yeah, only 1 team is going to be making it today. That's scary. Very scary indeed. Because we had some pretty solid teams. Lights flickering, the streamer's worst nightmare. I know, right? It did scare me quite a bit. Very cool. But we will wait until there are 3 minutes left. Before we join the room. Actually, wait until 2 minutes, sorry. We're good. It wouldn't be 34 streams if you had these kind of issues during comp season. Exactly. All my regular streams, no tech issues. As soon as we get to competitive, there are issues. That's just how it goes. It's perfect, isn't it? What's up, Jim Bob? Alright, how are we looking? Yeah. No, not great, but it's okay. Oh, also, need to make my new follower goal zone. We reached our 2,000 follower goal, which is awesome, by the way. So everyone who is on Twitch and has followed, thank you for helping me reach 2,000. We did that this last stream a couple streams ago. Super exciting. Let's get the 2,100 follower goal started. See if we can make it to 2.1. Is it possible? Who knows? Okay, looks like we are good to go ahead and join the room. So I will do that real quick. Gotta change the name of team number 2 to GDP. And again, I made another random icon for them. Just out of whatever I saw online. I looked up GDP. Looks like there's a little bit of white specks around it. Sorry about that. I didn't get it perfect, I see. But hopefully it's good enough. GDP OP team. We'll get it better later. Signature move at 34 tournament stream. Exactly. Regular streams never have the issue. But technically, this wasn't my fault. Not my fault. So it looks like we're going to be seeing the SDRVKs finally making out. This is exciting. We saw a little bit of this on the EU server, actually a lot of it. But SDRVK, the new tank, the new tier 10, other than, of course, the Wheezy, which, yeah, but that tank's not meta. But this tank, the SDRVK is, and that's characterized by a couple things. First of all, it's got amazing DPM. If I remember correctly, it's the highest DPM of all the heavies in Blitz now, which is really interesting. You know, it's got a very nice gun, 350 alpha, but it pumps it out really fast. But also, that tank is extremely quick as well. It's like a T95E6 or an Object 260 with more DPM. It's similar to those two tanks in the sense that it has less armor. But this tank has got the DPM to just kind of put it to the next level. You know, it's extremely exciting thing to watch. Gonna be a lot of movement, I would imagine. What's going on with my scorecard? Okay, we're good. It disappeared for a minute. Okay, we're good here. But here we are, Origin versus GDP. And again, it looks like my webcam is on, and it should not be. Alright, it is now off. Looks like none of my OBS settings saved. So very interesting. But we're on Mayan Ruins. Here is the map. And again, 3 STRVKs for Team Origin. On GDP, they do have a full team themselves. They're rocking 4 IS-4s. This tank received a recent buff. An update that rebalanced all of the tier 10s. It got some more hit points and it got a little bit better armor. I think its engine power was nerfed though, if I remember correctly. But it looks like we're going to be seeing a mouse from GDP as well. Not a common tank to see, but Mayan Ruins is one of the few maps where if you are going to see a mouse, that's the map it's going to be on. Right away, it looks like Origin sending those STRVKs to the middle, right above the B base, and they do find GDP bleed a couple shots for that detection. We can see Star overlooking the B base and the IS-4. Look at that sneaky hull down spot. Look at from Star's POV. There is nowhere touching that hull, and the IS-4 having one of the best turrets of the game. Now it looks like we are going to be seeing the C base captured from Team Origin. They are actually going to... Are they going to beat out? No! Actually looks like the triple cap from GDP. Barely going to overtake Origin there for the bases. And that means that they do have the advantage. Of course, we already know that they have the hit point advantage. They've bled a couple shots onto those STRVKs. They haven't taken any damage yet themselves, and they've got 3 IS-4s holding this entire lane down pretty nicely. And the only tank here really looking at this area is the 60 TP. They've got a couple tanks actually that have moved in now. E5 is rotated and one of the STRVKs looking for a potential counter push, but Star is still overlooking the B base. He's spotted. Looks like he is actually detecting Santi. Ooh, and a nice sneaky shot there into Rise. Nice mouse shot right there from Star. Very nice shot indeed. And he is going to drop into the B base. He's spotted. GDP knows this, but they're not really in a good position to defend the B base. Rexo may move forward to do so, but he is now spotted himself, and Origin should be able to punish him. Looks like the STRVK Pew is lined up for it. Is he going to get the shot in? Rexo doesn't get the reset, and Star is grabbing the B base. Now it is Origin that has the cap lead, and we are going to need to see some quick reactions here from GDP. Difficult thing for them to do in IS-4s, of course. We know that tank not the most mobile. It's not necessarily snail's pace slow by any means, but it is not fast at all. Looks like they are reacting quickly, though. They are going to be going for a little bit of a push through the middle here, potentially. No, they're going to put John there to kind of side scrape, anchored down, bringing the rest of the IS-4s back around, though. Meanwhile, Origin still holding nicely with those STRVKs in the middle. Lots of oppressing fire from those tanks. They don't have the best armor, so that's not their purpose to hold, though. Their purpose is to put that damage in. Looks like we're going to be seeing a slight push here from Origin as well into the B base. taking the offensive, even though they are up on the caps. 60 TP and IS-7, double tapping John Creative, who was not defended very well, and he's actually going to go down here from Cora's nice shot. GDP with a bit of a counter push into B, but Mako's already stopped the A base. Origin has all 3 caps. 870 points now for Origin. It's not going to be very easy for GDP to do anything about this. They do bring in all of those tanks, but the mouse goes down, and they've got 4 to bring into the B base, but it's 990 points. The game's already over. Wow. Very nicely done from Origin, not losing a single tank, taking 2 out from GDP. A very good start from them here, of course. We know that they are the favored team to win this, but that was a clean play. Even though they were initially down a little bit on the hit points, you know, that's just by virtue of GDP having a mouse. It is what it is, but that DPM really nice. It's just a big threat to have. You could see that they took out the mouse so quickly. Just those STRVKs with that DPM. Scary stuff. Core with the alpha damage as well in the 60. A nice combo to have. A little bit of alpha, a little bit of DPM. Ooh, we're seeing a Yo from Origin. I was not sure how many Yos we would be seeing this tournament. They used to be very popular. Back when the Kron was the tank to have. The Yo is probably the second tank to have. It's kind of phased out a little bit though. Not something that I fully expected because, you know, the Yo, fantastic tank, especially in pubs. That amazing 3-shot auto-loader that's a 900 clip, but also pretty solid DPM. It's a very deadly mix. Of course, though, the tank does not have armor. And armor is the meta. It's been the meta for years now. Which is, you know, it is what it is. You may be happy about it, you may not be happy about it, but that is the meta. But the Yo gets brought out anyway, as well as a T100, which you don't often see light tanks on this map. But it looks like Leopard from Team GDP will be posting out a T100 as well. 4 IS4s on GDP's side, as well as 2 E5s. Whereas Origin's going to be running 3 IS4s, so we're having a throwback to the IS4 meta from like 2018-19. That tank used to be the tank to play in a competitive meta for a long time before it was overtaken by the Kronbahn. 10 seconds left until game number 2 starts here. Spawns have swapped for Mayan. And let's see how it goes. GDP, of course, looking to equalize here. This will be a best of 5, so even if they lose this second game, they're not quite out of it yet. But of course, it's never good to go down 2-0 against a team with such caliber as Origin here. Teams in the lower bracket already out of the second stage. Not quite. It's double elimination today. So even if you just lost your first game, you're not quite out of it. It's double elimination. This is the winner's side. But the loser's side, whoever loses that game, yes, is eliminated. And only the top 1 team from every group is going to be making it to the second stage today. But here we go, game number 2 between Origin and GDP. Origin bringing their T100 right to the middle, so will GDP. And Leopard getting spotted. Whereas Origin's T100 actually does not get lit there using that sneaky bush play. Wonder if he's running camo net, and perhaps Leopard is not. No, I am not going to say that name out loud. Sierra does take a bleed here, those 2 E5s. Actually taking one in return from Bubba, the very nice shot. Of course, IS4, as we previously saw, basically invincible held down here. Also another shot, this one's from Cora, over 500 damage, beautiful. And now Rise is actually going to be taking a shot here. Pew holding against 2 IS4s with one himself. Look at the double 60 TPs holding over these E5s. Got a little bit of bleeds in here. Paralyzed already on 1600 hit points, and Bubba only taking his first shot now. While all of that happened, Star did grab the A base, and the T100 LTs are having a little bit of a 1v1 over here, where Origin's player is doing better than GDP's. He should be able to get the dub here in just a second. Leopard 2 may be able to put in one more shot. He does so. Now that Origin has the light tank advantage, he can either get into C and further push their cap advantage, or he can just get right into the fight because they do the tank advantage as well. One thing that Origin does not have at the moment is the hit point advantage. They've managed to get some decent bleeds into the rest of Origin's team, despite being down a tank. Like, look at Sierra, Cora, Bubba, Star, and the T100 LT player, all extremely low. Not extremely low, but like half hit points basically. whereas most of GDP is quite healthy, with the sole exception of Paralyzed, who we saw get bled at the beginning. But I will refer to this player as Slayer. Slayer potentially coming in around the rear. Now he's not going to bother trying to flank that E5. Not necessarily that important to get the kill quite yet, or at least not from that position. Maybe he will do so from a different angle. Looks like Origin has pushed up with their tanks in the city area now. The IS-4 and Yo, who grabbed the A base, are now pushing into the side of the IS-4s that were fighting against Sierra and Pew. Paralyzed gets taken out from the middle, of course, the tank that was initially bled quite heavily. Down goes Rise as well. Star quite low, as well as Bubba, but they are quite out of the fight here, and they're not really in big danger of getting shot right now. Raxo may turn around to get the shot in, but it's not going to matter. John getting instantly deleted, and now Origin is ready to put some more shells in right here. Cora going to put a beefy one. No, he bounces it. So Bubba may actually go down here, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Santi about to fall on this side to Pew the Impaler. He goes down. Nemo able to pick up a kill back onto Pew, but he will fall in just a moment. Somehow Raxo is still alive. Nemo will fall to Slayer, and Raxo, doing what he can against these two, actually does pick up the kill on Bubba, so maybe Cora bounced another shot. Didn't really see what happened there, but that should be game. It is game. And Origin is up 2-0 now against GDP. Hey, Catastrophic, thanks for the kind words, man. Appreciate you. I should have time to stream most of them. I will be out this weekend, though. The games on Saturday and Sunday I will miss. I planned this vacation 2 months ahead of time. Unfortunately, it's too late for me to back out of it. So I will be missing the second qualifier entirely, which is unfortunate. I hope that someone is able to pick them up. But I will be able to stream the finals for tomorrow, you know, for qualifier 1. It looks like the IS-4 is back on the best camos. Wow. OG IS-4 player, huh? That's crazy. Good stuff. I mean, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the slow, boring, heavy tank meta, but, you know, it's always nice for things to go back to an older version of the meta, you know, a little bit. It's interesting. E5 is another old tank that, I mean, it's only been in the spotlight recently because of the crazy buffs to its hull, which make it now an amazing